My name is Kelly, and today's video is about the 1-3 human design profile. So we're going to be going into the juicy, rich, deep details for you investigator martyrs. I don't like calling you martyrs. For the 1-3 lines. For the investigator, I still have my rollerblades on. I rollerbladed to this amazing spot here in nature and haven't taken them off yet. I've got a bit of a 3-line myself. So yes, you have this investigator nature and this experimental nature. That is the profile. That's what makes you, you. But before we get into that, I want to show you these beautiful threads that I'm wearing. So as you can see, it says, "We are all soulmates," and it's got this like nice little pinky finger cross. I saw these threads and I absolutely fell in love with them, and they're by Chaos and the Muse. And I feel like a big part of living a life with intention is to be conscious of what we're consuming, right? What we're wearing, what we're eating, where we're buying it from, where is it coming from. And am I perfect at this? By no means, I'm not perfect at this, but I do my best to pick the things that enter my wardrobe, enter my belly, enter my life with intention and awareness. And I love these threads because they make me feel happy, they make me feel vibrant, they make me feel connected to life, especially in a time right now where I know that a lot of us can be feeling quite isolated. We can be feeling quite lonely. And when I wear this shirt, not only do I love the colors of it and it feels vibrant, I also feel like I've got my soulmates around me. And it reminds me that yes, life is full of soulmates. We don't have this one person that we have to find, right? Like, we are our own soulmate. We can find that love in nature. We can find that love in our friendships. Love really is always right around the corner and right here. So I highly suggest you check out her threads. She's got a whole apparel line, Chaos and the Muse. I'll put a link below for her new streetwear line and you can check it out. But I am loving it, and I literally, since I got the shirt, I can't stop wearing it. I really hope I don't overwear it, but I've definitely worn it like a lot and I don't want to take it off. And without further ado, let's jump into this 1-3 profile. So in human design, your profile is this costume that you're wearing on the stage of life, right? Clothing, it's what we're presenting. Now there's both something that's conscious and something that's unconscious, right? So let's talk about it. Let's really get descriptive with this. Conscious, t-shirt, Chaos of the Muse, we are all soulmates. This is what you see about me. This is the message I'm giving off. This is also how I'm choosing to self-identify moving forward. Establishing a reputation. What about your lingerie? What about what you're wearing beneath? What about your underwear, right? What about the things that are hidden beneath the surface? That's your subconscious. Or you could even say beneath your skin, right? It's something in us that is absolutely valid, and it's there, and it's creating the structure of us. It's contributing to the structure of us, yet it's not as apparent. It's not as forefront. It's not as telling as the conscious line. So when you are a 1-3, there's this element of consciously you are this investigator. You're inquisitive. You're this forever student. And then unconsciously you're the trial and error, the martyr, which essentially is, I'm not like a purist human design. Over the past 5 years of my human design, deep explorations, teaching, guiding, reading, I really merge with the system in my own intuitive way. So I don't like calling the 3-line a martyr. It's trial and error, it's experimentation. And it's really, again, going to the depths of life. So when I see a 1-3, putting that together, there is this overtone of what is it to dive deep into life? What is it to dive deep and investigate life's experiences and the experiments and the experiences that you uniquely are here to have? Based on your incarnation cross, based on your type, based on your channels and gates, based on just you as a human being, as a soul. So this 1-3, consciously having a 1-line, it's good to know about yourself that you are someone who tends to, you want to get to the nitty-gritty. You want to get down to business. And when this is channeled healthfully, it's an incredibly powerful asset that you have. You're great, I can imagine you're a great researcher. You probably have a really good knack for figuring things out, coming up with solutions, getting what you want. Let's just say it 1-lines. You're here to establish foundations. The 1 line is the very first of the 6 lines, and it says, I want stability. I want foundations. And it's like all of your energy is geared towards how can I make that happen? What is needed for me to feel safe, supported, grounded, like I have my foundations in work, in your chosen field of expertise and work, in your relationships, in your home, in your finances. Everything in you naturally is seeking like for this understanding of the foundations. Now, does it have to be really dense and 3D and physical? No, it doesn't have to be. This will show up for you in your own unique way, but there is this theme of wanting to penetrate. That word feels really good for a one line. Wanting to penetrate through, wanting to understand, wanting to build the foundations. This is a huge element of your conscious nature. Now, I always love to look at the shadow sides of most things as well. A shadow of the one line is that sometimes if that inquisitive investigator in you is not being healthfully channeled, you can become very skeptical and you can become really prodding. Like you can have a prodding energy into other people's business, into other people's lives, into other people's opinions of you. There can be this like, I need to figure out that thing, or they need to figure out that thing, or they should be investigating, right? It's like this transferred or this projected investigator. Or you might look too deeply into things. You might go digging a little too deeply into a problem that really isn't a problem. So that's something to watch out for. And if you find yourself doing that, it's a great little kick in the butt to say, hey, this is my shadow. What can I actually be putting this investigative energy towards for good? What could I be putting this investigative energy towards in a way it's going to help me actually build really yummy foundations, in a way that's going to help me build really satisfying foundations. So that's the one line element. Now let's look at the 3 line. Having an unconscious 3 line means that, yeah, you're here to investigate life's experimentations. Life for you will be a constant roller coaster ride. And I say that in a way not to sound daunting or challenging, but you like it. You thrive when you are having rich experiences that allow you to activate that investigator in you. And this is why it's called the Martyr, because again, the shadow side of the 3 line is feeling like, this is all happening to me. Why do things keep changing? Why is my life so hard? Why this? Why that? Why it's so hard for me? It's so challenging. Whereas really it's happening for you. And it gives you the incredible playing field to say, great, let me put my investigator to work and see what common theme is here. Okay, yes, this happened, this challenge, this struggle. But how can I investigate to get the best out of it? How can I sift through this and find the gold? How can I extract the medicine from all of these experimentations? Like you need that, what's the word? You need variety. You need versatility, you need change, you need relationships, you need work settings, you need a style of life that lets you plunge to the depths and come up and build the foundations, and plunge to the depths and come up and build the foundations. Remember, all of you is consciously working towards building foundations. So it's like, what foundation are you currently building? You may have 20 different foundations throughout the course of your life, or you may have this one resounding foundation that everything is moving towards. You and you alone will know this. But there is this element with the 1-3, you are willing to go to the edges. You are willing to dive deep and explore. You have the capacity to embrace life's inevitable roller coaster with that 3 line and say, great, what do I want to get out of this? How am I going to grow from this? How am I going to learn from this experience? And you can really dive to the depths like no other. I have quite a few girlfriends, quite a few close sisters who have this profile, and it's beautiful to witness them in action. And often I can see it in their eyes. There's this like hunger. It's like, I actually feel like I'm like channeling one of my sisters right now, and it's just like when I talk to her, she's eyes open. And it doesn't mean you always have to be like that as a 1-3. Of course you're going to be chill sometimes. Of course you might be investigating relaxation and peace and calm and introspection. But you probably notice that there's this underlying note of like a hunger for life and a ferocity and it's really good for you to put that towards things that matter to you and things that stimulate you. Honor your, type. If you're a generator, what excites you, what gets your sacral going? Investigate the fuck out of that. Experiment the hell out of that. If you're a projector, where do you really feel that you have a lot to offer, that you naturally get a lot of recognition around and it feels good? If you're a manifester, what do you want? What's empowering for you? If you're a reflector, oh man, if you're a reflector 1-3, whoo, do I have any reflector 1-3s on here? Let me know if you are. If you're a reflector with a 1-3, that's just penetrating the nature of existence. A lot of time in nature, a lot of time maybe even studying, not even just the moon phases, but going deep, what are the Latin names and when did it originate and what herbs does it correlate with, going deep into the universe. But this is my video for you 1-3 lovers, and I would love to hear if you're a 1-3 below, if any of this resonated with you. What's your experience being a 1-3? Do you feel that hunger for a life? Do you feel that investigator alive in you? Do you feel like there are a lot of changes in your life? And do you feel like you're able to greet those with the resilience of great, I'm gonna learn from this? Or are you lurking a little bit more in the shadow of feeling disempowered? Because when you make that shift and see that it's actually happening for your empowerment, everything changes because you're built for it. So lots of love to you all. Make sure you check out Chaos of the Muse. Check out the link below. She's got some amazing stuff, and I only share about things that I truthfully love and adore. So I will catch you all on the next video.